You're watching my 2011 recap of our tour last year. We spanned all over the US and even some of Europe. All right, so this first part was in the invasion of Normandy. Most of the players were back behind the wall. I decided to get up close and personal and put it on like 40 dudes. Yeah, that's one move. 40 guys got bunkered. It gets pretty intense out there not knowing how many people are there, but every once in a while you'll run into something like this where the whole other team is charging you and you really get to put it on guys. And then there's other times when the players don't really want to come out and you end up having to go vigilante style, like with this dude. I count how many times I shoot this guy. Let's see. Well, there's 3 or 4 in the melon. Oh, there's a couple to the face, and again the melon. Now, does he want to come out? No, I don't think so. There's some of the hands in the gun. Does he want to come out? Nope. Well, I think it's time for him to get out. This was one of the coolest places I've ever played paintball. This was in the buildings in Berlin. It's pretty much hand-to-hand combat. Me and my buddy Greg Hastings flew over there, and we worked 2 days to get into these buildings. And the cool thing about here was these were the actual buildings that the Germans and the Russians fought in during World War II. It was a chemical weapons plant. So we got in, and then there's judges all over the place with these shields because all the shots are within, 5 feet of each other. You never knew where a guy was. They're always right there on the other side of the doorway. One of the other really intense part about this is all the guys in there were speaking German. So all you heard was a "Nein, Schwein" screaming in between. It was real cool. It's kind of weird to play paintball where people actually fought a war. I can't even imagine what that was like. But I did get to shoot a ton of dudes. It's a pretty cool camera angle knowing that somebody's going to come running right through that doorway and each one of them is just wearing it. Actually, the bad part about this was there was only 3 of us in there from our team, and I don't know how many Germans, oh God, I don't know how many Germans there were. But I was standing in this stairway, and if guys came in from below, the first thing they were going to do was shoot me in the nuts. So the whole time I was worried that somebody would come breaking through that bottom door. We were able to do a bunch of damage before they came in and got us. Actually, this dude right here, Marcus, was German, and he was telling us that they were calling in reinforcements over the radio. That's them right now. They called them in to come down around behind us. And since he understood German, he's like, yo, get somebody downstairs. So I got down here, and sure enough, here they were. We were able to hold them off for a little while. Actually, I think that guy just got one in the ding-dong. Yeah, they're right on the other side of the wall. And the last thing they do is expect me to come running out blazing, but if I'm going to go down, I'm going to make sure I take a bunch of them with me. And yeah, before I went lights out, they went.
Into houses, close combat. How's business? What do you think, brother? Business is boom.
You're pretty jacked up after these games because when you get to shoot 30, 40 guys and not knowing where your opponents are, you don't know if somebody's going to come through, blow your head off from 5 feet away. So you can really see the intensity right afterwards. Now, this is at Living Legends, one of the better games here in America. We went with the whole tactical Ironman squad, which really helps out when you have a bunch of buddies that are watching your back, making the pushes. Actually, this is me and Mike Paxton and about 20, 30 other guys are trying to take the other team's respawn point. So they're putting together a push, and we're just about getting ready to run into the guns. Oh, there they go. Yeah, they were cutting us down, but we were able to make it up in there and do some more damage. If you notice, the kill to getting killed ratio is, I don't know, 50 to 1, 100 to 1 sometimes, which is just phenomenal, being able to shoot that many dudes. Yeah, I get right up in here, I blow one guy's head off, see how many, if you can count how many balls come off his face. Let's see, yeah. See you later. And that was right on the other side of the respawn point, just taking them down one at a time as they were poking their head out. And they were actually getting taunted by the crowd, which made it even funnier. Oh, there's one of my favorite guys, Rocky Cagnoni. Oh, this is a great part. This is Mike Paxton up over the top. There's about 20 dudes on the other side. He knows he's got to clear out. Just straight bloody knuckle style, just cutting them down.
Dude, that battle was pretty fucking epic, Joe.
Rock's gonna explain a little bit of the fun we had in Living Legends.
We didn't have the hyper ball. We pushed up in the woods on the tree line, pushed them way back. I mean, we were hitting ass.
Rock is wild, man.
We're up in there just getting some nasty shots. And, I mean, they eventually took us out. But I would say, like, the kill ratio, no exaggeration, was 40 to 1.
Yeah, at least.
And, dude, it was epic, man. So we're
You see the look
resting
on
up,
his face.
doing a break, and gearing up,
Just pure carnage.
loading up, and getting back out there.
This is a Michigan Monster game. This is an awesome game. It was me versus Bob Long as generals. Great part. Oh, look at these guys. There's always guys with no shirts on at these games. If that's one of you, good for you guys, because I would never play like that. I don't know what's going through your head, but oh, this is great. This is how you barrel tag somebody. They had me surrounded, so there were about 200 guys chasing me into that swamp, and I had to hide out and take a couple down one at a time. But when they passed me by, I was able to sneak back into their base and change the flag by myself. But once again, when you're by yourself, your heart is pumping in this situation. You never know if a truck's going to pull up and drop off 30, 40 dudes. You don't know who's in these windows. Sometimes you give guys a little surprise, like here. Whoop, there's a hot one. General doing a little work, changing the flag. The best part about playing against Bob Long is he's out on the field as much as I am. The guy's 60 years old, and he's out there front line wearing people out. Like, when we play these games as a general, you don't just hide. You gotta go take them down. 1,000 to 5,000 people show up. I mean, it's like a big festival. If you're not involved in this, you have to get involved in this. If you're a tournament player and never played a big game, you gotta check this stuff out. It's really a ton of fun. And it's not what you think. I mean, everyone's out there having a good time, playing different styles. It's great. This is Super Game. Dan Bonebreak does an amazing job. Everybody comes out. There's action from the first time you get there till the last minute of the game. What I learned from playing these scenario games is there's nothing I hate more than some dude who built his quad into a tank and hides behind netting to shoot me. So I take pleasure in one of these guys gets a little too brave and sticks his head out. I make sure I put a couple lumps on it, send them back into the tank. After a couple times of doing that, I guarantee you, these dudes aren't as brave to stick their head out and try and shoot the little kids. I'll chase them on the field, off the field, whatever it takes. And I'll be out there next year chasing you around too. Yeah, this is one of my favorite cities in the whole world. It's Budapest. It's where I used to play for the Budapest Bullets, the pro team out of there. Played for them for about 8 years. So when I was going over to Berlin, I made sure I stopped in Budapest and saw my friends. That's actually called the Chain Bridge. This city's amazing, especially at nighttime. It's one of the most beautiful cities I've ever seen. It's one of the great things about being a pro paintball player is being able to travel all over the place and see all these cool places, meet all these cool people. Kind of makes it all worthwhile. And don't think that I don't get shot at these games. I come back looking like somebody whipped me like a slave. These are all the people at Ion. There's 5,000 people play this game. I mean, they all camp out, barbecue, all festival style. It's actually really, really cool. I don't know if I could sleep in a tent in between games after playing 8 hours of paintball, but if that's your thing, good for you, man. I like the hotel room, shower, bed, as long as it's not with Rocky snoring. All right, this is the breakout at Ion. You see all the different characters. Look at those guys in the ghillie suits. Right, that's the ramparts and the boats where everybody starts in. And then this whistle blows, the doors drop, and all these dudes come running out straight into guns blazing. And you're not that far away. I mean, you could take out probably 100 dudes out of 200 rounds. It's not that hard. You'll see the massive amount of paint that comes flying over the top of these boats at the start of the game. I mean, you think tournament paintball is intense. This stuff gets crazy. I think coming up too, you get to see another one of these shirtless maniacs making a move. Ah, there's one of my favorite guys. So all the different dudes here at the Monster Game. You get all sorts of characters playing. This is in Germany. It's a prize giveaway ceremony. Actually, they have a pretty cool in-between show in Germany. We can't really talk about that. You got to go out there to see it. All right, this is usually my first stop for my tactical tour. This was in Oregon. Super game. Great game. Doing a little sniping here. Never hurts to have a super accurate gun where you got to put 2 or 3 paintballs on dudes. Nice and quiet. They don't even know I'm in here. I crawled almost all the way up their butthole, and I'm just cutting dudes down. Yeah, clueless. Just walking into the gun. You see the paint flying all around me. Looks like they kind of found me, but oh, this dude is just wearing it. Oh. See, this is what I mean about the tanks. Oh, a little too brave to have your head up. I cost you a couple welts. There's the tank again, my favorite guys. It's kind of sad when one player is able to chase the tank all the way off the field. Oh, stick that head down. Super Game's really cool because the entrance to the field is this fort city where there's a lot of real good action. You can get into it as soon as you get onto the field. Unlike some games where you got to walk a couple miles before you can get into the action. So if you're ready to roll, there's people there ready to battle. Notice it's me chasing the tank and not the tank chasing me. Yep, time to go. I wouldn't stick your head up. There's a little NT stopping power for you. Oh, this is great. They were all around me. I had to pick my shots real carefully. Notice this guy crawled by me. Oh, there's one in the melon. You can't really see this other dude. He's right in there too, but he gets taken down. And with the dye cam on, they can't pick you out. They have no idea where you are. They just try and find where the paint's coming from. There's another spot. I cut off the supply line from their spawn point to where they had to go do their missions. I was just blowing them up as they tried to cross the road. I don't know how many dudes I shoot here. Maybe 20. 3, 4. I missed those 2. Oh, that guy gets it. Oh, that guy got it. A couple made it across the road and tried to hold me down. They knew their buddies are coming. See them all walking off dead. There's another whole group of dudes trying to make it across. I don't think it made it out so well for them. The difference of actually having an electronic gun that really works compared to a tactical gun is that you're able to shoot accurately and fast, and you don't break any paint, so you have a big advantage over guys. If they come up with a tactical gun that works, it's a totally different story. I'm in here with my buddy Greg Hastings, and we got ourselves into a pretty good position, and we're watching each other. It's great to be able to play with a buddy who's got your back. We're cutting them down in here. I don't know how many dudes we shot, but I think at one point they say it's a turkey shoot. It's just like free-for-all, shooting fish in a barrel. Up. Same thing, being all camoed up, they can't find you. But every once in a while, like this guy, remember, we got in a pretty good gunfight. You run into guys out there that got really good gun skills, and then you have to resort back to some of your tournament stuff and be able to beat them in a gunfight, not just outsmart them and move around. So it's good to be polished kind of in everything. And there's super aggressive guys that'll come get you. Actually, I think at one point some dude tries to come up and bunker us, but Greg had my back. Oh yeah, here he comes. He didn't make it too far. This is a 2011 recap of all the Tactical Ironman events. Make sure you check out our events for 2012 and all the new stuff we got coming out.